And hello YouTube, this is GSmaniamsmart, and just a quick note, if you did come to this video because you were linked from the last Gizmo video, thank you for joining us. There's lots of cool things in this video as well that go over Gizmos and go over some neat little things that are very useful in the game, or just cosmetic wise that are very good in the game also to have. But if you happen to find this video through the YouTube search or through the Google search and you want to know about all different kinds of Gizmos, I did make a video on converters. Converters are a type of Gizmo in Guild Wars 2 that allow you to convert some of your currencies, that allow you to convert some of your Heart of Thorns keys, that allow you to convert some of your crafting materials into loot and into profit. So if you want to know about those converter Gizmos, click the link on screen right now, because I do have a separate video on converter Gizmos specifically. The video is very long, so I cut it into 2 videos. That's why this is happening right now. So check the other video out if you have not seen it yet. If you have seen the other video, stick around for this one, because there are some really cool things in the game also that are related to other type of Gizmos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let the audio play and the video where it stopped in the last video. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Now the next set of Gizmos I want to go over are the portable Gizmos. Now these are just Gizmos that you can take anywhere, that are useful in various different areas, that are basically portable, and they make traveling a bit easier, I guess. So let's go over that. Now the first one I have is the Mystic Forge Conduit. This is a really cool Gizmo. I would highly recommend all of you to get this one, because it only costs 50 gold in the trading post, but now, I know you're thinking, oh, 50 gold is a lot of gold. It's only 50 gold, that's a lot of gold. But think about it. Every time you want to use a Mystic Forge, how much time are you wasting doing your daily to get that daily Mystic Forge daily? How many times are you wasting time trying to mix all of your runes and sigils together for higher tier runes and sigils? If you're not aware of what I'm talking about, I have a video on how to convert a lot of your lower tier sigils and runes to higher tier sigils and runes to make some profit using the Mystic Forge. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link on screen right now. But essentially, how long do you waste on average traveling to Lion's Arch, sitting through that entire long loading screen just to use a Mystic Forge and then go back to what you were doing? I know a lot of people tend to waste a lot of time. I know I do. So wouldn't it be great if you can actually use the Mystic Forge whenever you want, wherever you are, and get those items from the Mystic Forge anywhere? That'd be a great tool, right? Or you can do that with Mystic Forge. You can use the Mystic Forge wherever you want, wherever you are. And it's great for completing dailies that require the Mystic Forge. It's great for converting runes and sigils to higher tiers, and it can be crafted at a fairly low price. It's only 50 gold to buy it automatically, but the items that require the items that are required to craft the Mystic Forge Conduit are a bit weird. I've never really seen these items. The only way I was able to craft mine is because I got one of the more expensive items from Ectoplasm Gambling, and I got one of the items that is required to craft the Mystic Forge Conduit. And I was like, hey, I already got the most expensive item, I may as well buy the other items from the trading post and craft the Mystic Forge Conduit, because it's very useful. So you can buy it straight off the trading post, or you can take a look at the recipe on the wiki to see what requires to craft the Mystic Forge Conduit. But it's a really good item to have. It's really useful. I constantly am using it every day, and I highly recommend it. Now the next one I want to go over is permanent contracts. Now these Gizmos are extremely useful. These are the things that everyone wants to have. If you've never seen these things, look on the trading post, type in permanent contract, and you'll see a lot of these. They're very expensive and very rare. If you take a look at the Black Lion chest and use the new preview feature, you can right click a Black Lion chest and click preview. It's something that they added new in the recent patch. You'll be able to see all the items that the Black Lion chest offers, and you'll notice at the very bottom in the rare section, you can see all these permanent contracts. Now you can buy these permanent contracts on a trading post, but they're super expensive. Some of them cost thousands upon thousands of gold. But why are they so expensive? Well, because they can save yourself gems. They can save yourself money, real life money, if you want to, say, remodel your character. They can save yourself trading post travel fees to go to the trading post, to go to the bank. You can use your bank wherever you want. You can use a trading post wherever you want. You can have a merchant that sells you salvage kits wherever you want. You can go to a hub where there's a trading post, a bank, all the services you need wherever you want. You can have anything really wherever you want. You can change your appearance whenever and wherever you want. So these are really cool contracts. And, you know, if you want to change your character, for example, you need a total makeover kit. But if you have the endless makeover kit, you don't ever need to buy a total makeover kit anymore. You don't ever need to buy it with gold or gems anymore. You can do whatever you want. So this is why they're so expensive, is because they're very valuable services that are made a lot more accessible in the game through these contracts. If you want to get these, save gold and buy them to the trading post, but it's very expensive, or just be lucky and get them from the Black Lion chests. but really expensive to get, but very useful. Now, next one I'll go over is the Boost Enchantment Powder. Now, this Boost Enchantment Powder is something that a lot of you may not know about. In fact, I didn't think it was very useful until quite recent. It's very useful, actually. Now, what a Boost Enchantment Powder is, it's a gizmo that allows you to convert different boosts that you don't want into more useful boosts. You know those karma boosts that you may not really use, or the experience boosts that you may not really use? Wouldn't it be great if you can convert those to magic find boosts, or crafting boosts, or gathering boosts? Well, you can do that. You can convert certain boosts to different boosts with the Boost Enchantment Powder. Not only that, we can also stack different boosts together to save space in your inventory and to save space in your banks. Now, how do you get this item? It's actually very cheaply bought from the Black Lion Trading Company building on the east side of Lion's Arch. So if you go to the east side of Lion's Arch, there should be a vendor in the corner in the last room, and he sells you these enchantment boost powders, and you can then use that to convert boosts and to stack boosts together. A really great gizmo that I think a lot of people don't know about and should be a bit more out there. Now, the next 3 items I want to go over are sort of very similar. There are scrolls. They teleport you. They're portals. The first one I'll go over is the Tarkton Personal Delivery Portal. Now, this is something a lot of you may not have heard about. In fact, I don't even have this. Not many people have this, but it basically allows you to teleport to the ectoplasm. It allows you to have a portal to the ectoplasm gambling place to play the ectoplasm gambling game, where you need a certain amount of ectoplasm, you need a certain amount of gold. You give it to the script, and they'll give you destabilized ectoplasm. You open it up, you can have a chance to get a ton of gold, a ton of rare materials, and a ton of ectoplasm. Now, if you play this minigame a lot, then this is a great item for you, because it's a really cool portal that allows you to, not only does it show that you have a lot of money and it shows that you played the game for a while or you just gotten really lucky, but it also allows you to play the game wherever you want, whenever you want. And the way to get this, you need to have bought 100 globs of destabilized ecto. So that requires a lot of gold and a lot of ectoplasm, so it may take you a while to get this. Some people do get it from rare drops, but if you like this minigame, it's a great tool. If not, it's pretty worthless, and I really don't like it either because I don't really play the game much. I'm kind of scared to play it now because I have gotten some really good profit from the game, but recently I've gotten nothing great. So, but some even better portal gizmos are the portal scrolls to different cities. They're actually gizmos that allow you to teleport to the city of your choice. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why do I want these portal scrolls that teleport me to the cities? Don't we have just waypoints? Yes, but these portal scrolls are really cool because you can teleport to a city in an instance. If you're in the labyrinth, you want to go to Divinity's Reach, pop your portal. If you're in a dungeon, want to go back to Lion's Arch or the Grove, use your scroll, use your portal scroll. You can be in any instance really and teleport to the city you want to either go to your home instance, either go to your trading post, the bank, wherever, whenever, wherever you are, you can use it and it'll automatically bring you to that city. It allows you to save time through loading screens. It allows you to save traveling costs. It allows you to actually get things done a bit quicker. And it's actually a really cool little gizmo. It only requires 50 Mystic Coins and a few other materials. Fairly easy to craft in the Mystic Forge, so I do recommend checking that out. But like I said, it's totally up to your preference. If it doesn't really bother you to sit through the loading screens, if you're okay with traveling regularly through waypoints, then obviously not something very useful, but a really cool gizmo. And the last portal type of scroll thing that we have is the home portal stone. Now, this is obviously from the gem store, sadly, but it allows you to teleport to your home instance, which is really cool because a lot of times you may be in I don't know, Sparkfly Fen, and you want to go to a Holbrack, and a lot of us don't go to Holbrack. I mean, there's some of us who have Holbrack as our home city, but I know a lot of players don't really go to Holbrack. But if your home instance is say in Holbrack, you don't want to go, leave Sparkfly Fen, have the loading screen for Holbrack to go, have to walk through Holbrack, find your home instance. You can just use your portal stone and teleport directly to your home instance. Once again, a really useful item. Sadly, is gem only, so unfortunate. But those are all the portable type of gizmos. Now, the last set of gizmos I want to go over are the cosmetic gizmos. And these are really fun to use. A lot of these are just, just for plain fun. There's a lot of these in the game. I've selected only a few of them because I don't want to make the video too long. But I think the ones that I have selected sort of give you a general idea of what type of cosmetic gizmos there are in the game. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we have the endless tonics. Now, these allow you to transform into anything as many times as possible. You have certain transformation tonics that allow you to transform into something. Like for Halloween, you have a lot of these tonics that allow you to transform one time. You use the potion, you transform into something, and then all of a sudden you have 15 minutes. You have the transformation for 15 minutes, and then it goes away, and you can never transform again. Well, you have an endless tonic. You can basically transform into anything as many times as you want for however long you want and never run out of potions. These are really cool tonics, and some of them are actually very cheap. Some of them are very expensive, such as for the giant snowball transformation. That one's pretty expensive. Some of these you have to craft, such as the wolf totem you have to craft, and you can turn into a wolf. But if you like specific transformations, I'd look into getting one of these because they're just plain fun gizmos. And if you like a transformation, then why not have an endless version of it? I have an endless Christmas, a Winter's Day toy maker tonic, and I can basically get turned into any toy randomly for as many times as I want, and it never ends. So it's a cool little thing to have. Now, next I want to go over is kites and balloons. There are kites and balloons that are fun gizmos that you can just have with you. You can run around with balloons and kites following you. It's a really cool gizmo and a really neat little idea. But the only downside is, you guessed it is gem store only. The balloons are gem store only. I think they're also only, you can buy them from specific time periods only. I know there are some kites in the trading post. You can buy a kite on the trading post that's, I believe, costs like a couple of gold. But a lot of the cool kites and cool balloons are gem specific. You have to buy them from the gem store. There's a really cool guild kite where it displays your guild emblem, but once again, you need to have a gem store bought kite first to convert that to a guild kite. So sad to see that a lot of these are gem store specific, but if you can buy it, I'm pretty sure you can buy a kite from the trading post, because I know my friend bought a kite from the trading post. He got it gifted from Winter's Day, so I believe you can get a kite. Really fun though. It makes sense that these will be gem store specific because they are just cosmetics. They don't really impact your game in any way. They're just there to look cool, I guess. So it makes sense why these are gem store specific, but these are the kind of gizmos that I love to see and would love to see them more in game, if not more in the gem store, then make them available somehow to earn through playing the game. But there's kites and balloons for you. If you're interested in that, you can look into getting one of those. Now, next thing we have are instruments. Now, instruments are really awesome. They are gem store specific. However, you can buy the choir bell from the trading post. So if you need an instrument, you want to see how instruments work and sort of how they function, see if you like using them, you can buy the choir bell from the trading post. You can use it. If you like it, you can possibly buy a guitar or a flute or a harp from the gem store, and it basically functions the same way. Now, these instruments allow you to play music, and there's actually a website called Guild Wars 2 Music Box, I believe that's the name, and you can use that in conjunction with Auto Hotkey to basically play any song, and you can just download the notes, paste the notes into a text file, and automatically play a song in Guild Wars 2. This type of script is allowed. You can use that for playing music. Arena has approved it. So you can play music in Guild Wars 2 with these different instruments. You can make your own music, you can play it on your own, or you can have a software like this generate notes for you, and you can play the music automatically. Now, the reason why this is so cool is obviously, yes, because you can play music, but what I've noticed is that a lot of people who play music are actually getting profit. They're getting money. They're getting tips from people just because they're playing music. I see a lot of times people in Heart of the Mist in the PvP area just sitting around playing music, and a lot of times I see people getting tips for playing music. They get like 2 gold just for playing a song. I remember I used to play my choir bell a few times in the PvP area, and I believe 2 times I got tipped like a gold. And I was like, wow, you can actually make some profit here. You could just leave your character playing in the Heart of the Mist and just every time pick a new song or just have the same song play over and over, and there may be people who tip you. There are also some people who tend to have like little concerts where people request songs and you could play songs for them, and all kinds of cool things with instruments. There's a whole community around instruments, so if you're interested in getting an instrument, it's a neat little gizmo, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen those around. Now, we only have 2 more to go over, and I'll go over the gem store specific ones first that you can only use through gem store, which is the bobblehead laboratory. It's from gem store only, but it is a really fun gizmo. You basically can put this laboratory down, everyone around you can use it, and all of a sudden you see everyone having a bobblehead. It's a really funny gizmo, and it's a fun gizmo to have. It is gem store specific. It's purely cosmetic based. It's purely just for fun. So if you want to get that, you can. And the last gizmo we're going to go over are mounts. Now, before you start telling me, oh, mounts, there are no mounts in Guild Wars 2, they don't make me go faster. You're right. There are no movement speed increased mounts. No mount in Guild Wars 2 can give you a movement speed increase. However, there are mounts in-game that simply change the way you look when you travel. And we have 5 of them currently. We have the Sonic Tunneling Tool, we have the Magic Carpet, we have the Hovering Mad Mirror, we have the Electromagnetic Ascender, and we have the Riding Broom. Now, these 5 different mounts allow you to basically jump onto these mounts and fly around, ride around the world while you're on these mounts, which is really cool. They don't give you a speed boost increase, but they do cosmetically change the way you look while traveling. Some of these can be really fun to use. I have the magic carpet one. I think it's very fitting to my wizard, to my elementalist, so I tend to use that one a lot. You can try these out with a box of fun. Obviously, these are gem specific. You have to buy them from the gem store, but if you want to try them out, you can find a box of fun, and you can use the travel section in the box of fun to try out any of these mounts. I believe you have to look for the rocket icon above the box of fun, and then you can try out any of these cool mounts and see if you like them. If you like some of them, you may want to buy them from the gem store. They're not very expensive, and they're really fun to use. The only downside is, and I wish they'd fix this, is that the sucky thing is that every time you change zones, it unequips. So every time you change a zone, you have to re-equip it. That's the only downside. You know, I remember I was playing EverQuest 2, and I had a magic carpet too, and every time I would change zones, it would stay on, and I would just be gliding around my carpet constantly. I wish Guild Wars 2 could implement that, where if you change zones, the gizmo will still stay on you. So that's the only downside, but if you don't have a problem with that, with having to equip the mount every single time you change zones, then it's a really cool buy, and it's a fun gizmo to have. Otherwise, I would say don't bother with it, because if you don't want to keep on equipping your mount, then it may not even be worth it. It may be more of a struggle and more of a bother to you. So those are mounts basically, and those are pretty much all the gizmos that I have for you that I wanted to go over. These are all the fun and useful gizmos that I thought were really cool to have in this list. There's obviously a lot more gizmos. In fact, if you have a gizmo that I maybe forgot, that I didn't mention, that you would want to suggest to people in the comments section, or suggest to me to look into or to use, leave a comment down below. Tell me your favorite gizmo from the list, or from not from the list. If you have a gizmo that I didn't add, let me know. Would love to hear, and hopefully you found the video helpful, hopefully you found it entertaining and useful, and maybe I've given you a goal now to look to get one of these gizmos. Obviously the converters are very useful. The converters you don't have to buy with gems, so I would definitely recommend getting some of the converters or getting some of the portable gizmos. Cosmetic ones are obviously mostly all gem store specific, so some of these gizmos you may not even want to get, but some of these are very useful, like I said, and they can be really great to have. So thank you for watching. Also, I want to give a quick thanks to all the new subscriptions that we've had over the past month. We've grown our channel by like 600 or 700 subscriptions, which is really crazy to me, because this is the most amount of subscriptions we've had in the past month. And this channel is really growing very quickly, so hopefully you're enjoying the channel, hopefully you're finding it informative, entertaining, and hopefully you're finding it helpful, obviously. And if you want to help the channel out, you can obviously donate $1 to Patreon page. Click the card on the top right hand corner of the screen, it'll bring you to the page. However, you just want to help out for free, just share the video. You know, one thing that I've learned is that sharing the video helps a lot of YouTubers out. It doesn't just help me out, but if you like a YouTuber, sharing the video and liking the video obviously, but sharing the video is probably the best thing you can do, because if you share a video, a ton of your friends may see it and they may share the video, and then their friends may see it and they may share a video. So it's a huge tree that just collapses with a ton of people sharing the video. So if you want to help any YouTuber out, or you want to help me out, share the video. That'd be really helpful, and hopefully we can get to that 5,000 subscriber count, because when we get to that 5,000 subscriber count, we will have a giveaway, a giant giveaway that's going to be giving away lots of prizes, lots of gold prizes, and I can't wait for that. And maybe we'll do it sometime around Thanksgiving. I'm not sure exactly when. I have to plans to, but I just wanted to throw it out there in case you are excited for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. One way to help is to share the video. So hopefully you found the video helpful, and if you're interested in what I did last week, I know that last week I haven't made any videos. If you're interested in that, you can always check the vlog out, the most recent vlog, where I go over, where I have some footage of where I went in my mini vacation. So if you want to check the vlogging channel out, or if you want to check out the tutorial channel, the advice channel, or the music channel, links in the description as well as on the end card. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching as always, and hopefully you guys are having a good day. This is GSmaniamsmart, and I'll be back sooner than you think. Don't go anywhere.